Hey guys, it's Mike Sherrard coming back at you with another video. Today I'm here with Blaine Armstrong, owner of Betty Lou's. So Blaine, pleasure to have you today.
Good to see you, Mike.
Good to see you again. And so today we're going to talk about my favorite cocktail in Calgary, as well as why I have such an appreciation for Betty Lou's library and what they've been able to create here. So Blaine, why don't you give yourself a brief introduction, and then maybe we'll go into sort of how this really creative place came to fruition and why it's so special.
Sure, thank you. Betty Lou's has been open since November 2016. The idea came to me when I was at Bourbon and Branch, taking a vacation from my recycling company.
Yeah.
I went to a beautiful Speakeasy in San Francisco, minimalist decor, great cocktails, and Calgary didn't have anything like that at the time. And I have a background in hospitality, and I love the whole idea of a Prohibition-era bar with elevated cocktails, and Calgary had just been going through its brew pub, phase, and I really felt like Calgary could really benefit and respond to an elevated cocktail bar.
Definitely. So, in terms of that, how did sort of the 1920s theme get worked into this? Because this is, as I'll show people, the decor in here is something truly spectacular that stands out and is like truly not like nothing else in Calgary.
Oh, thank you, appreciate it. Well, you know what, Bourbon Branch had very minimalist decor, and I felt it was a little incongruent with the cocktails. And again, for a Prohibition bar, of course, back in the day, you would not invest a lot in your furniture, because if you're going to get, if the police are going to come through the door and confiscate everything, why would you do that, right? But we wanted to basically take the Atlantic out of the equation and get the Prohibition aspects and get a Parisian salon a feel to the place as well. So if you're having one of our cocktails, you're sitting in a parlor chair or on a settee, you're on a Persian rug with jazz playing, so that you get the full experience of being able to just basically let the world go away and go back to another era and really enjoy your cocktail. And cocktail culture was really elevated through the 1920s.
Definitely, and that's what I know when you come here, is that it's not just about the drink, it's truly about the experience. This is, and relating to my business, that's what I take pride in, and you as well, is the experience you provide people with and making it memorable so that they'll come back, but they'll also share it with people.
100%, 90% of the people that are going through our doors, we've only been open 4 months, are people actually bringing their friends in.
Yeah, exactly.
And they want to pick up that old candlestick phone, they want to whisper their passwords, they want to come in through the bookcase door. But once they come through that door, then everything, the service, the cocktails, has to be on point. Because like you say, we're facilitating an experience.
You are.
They're spending the money, they're taking time out of their day, they're deciding to spend time with Betty Lou's, and it better be the best time they spend.
Exactly, and that's something that was evident from day one, is not only the quality, but every time you come back, it's consistent. So you know what you're getting into, and you know that what you're getting into is something special.
Thank you. And it's actually thanks to folks like Shane, our head bartender, and Shell, our floor manager, because they bleed for the place. They put in long hours getting it to where it is, and they will not suffer a bad cocktail. They will not suffer a bad cocktail. An experience on the floor. They're professionals, and they're dedicated to being the best.
Yeah. Well, that also goes into something that I'd like to say too, is that your staff here is dedicated, and you can tell they're passionate, right? So every time the Betty Lou's is open, we see you here. You can tell that Shane is passionate when he's making these drinks, down to the very last detail. You can tell that the floor staff truly enjoy working here. It's not just a sort of a part-time job for them to make a couple extra bucks on the side. Like, this is something that they have a passion for.
Those two in particular, and now we're getting more and more members of our team. We're building a culture of where we just want the best, and it's an open dialogue between us about what we need to make the bar better, what pieces of furniture work, what don't work, how to skew our reservation policy, and it's a work in progress. We haven't got it all figured out, that's for sure.
Exactly.
These guys are all dedicated just to being the best, and that's why we get along.
I love it, and so for those who don't really know, Betty Lou's is sort of a speakeasy too that's hidden behind a bookshelf. So how would people go about finding Betty Lou's?
I had 3 come in through my office yesterday, so we're still working on that.
Exactly. Yeah.
It wasn't quite the experience they were looking for. We're in the Devonish building, just on the corner of 17th Avenue and 8th Street Southwest. Yeah. If you go to the 16th Avenue entrance and you go in the lower level, you'll see a bookcase the library desk and the candlestick floor. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. Those are some good clues of finding out where we are.
Good, good. So everyone take note of that, and feel free to reach out and check them out because you're going to want to. So I guess next step would be, what should we expect from Betty Lou's going forward now that you guys have sort of created a bit of a foundation, and you guys are full steam with all the momentum that you've gained and positive attention?
You know, the fun things are starting to happen now that we're getting a good crew here, so that we started with 20 tables, and then we added 5 more, and we started with 6 drinks, and we added 2. It's kept expanding. So the fun stuff is we have jazz now on Tuesday nights.
Awesome.
We're looking at opening up on Sundays to do burlesque and Parisian salons and podcasts and be unapologetically arty. And then in April, we're going to start our actually first, not quite a happy hour, but definitely a feature.
Yeah.
We're going to do Call Me Old Fashioned.
Awesome.
In April, where we're going to have 4 different old fashions that we feature from 5 to 7.
Cool.
And then just getting more performers in here. Opening another day a week.
Yeah.
We're getting our reserve list is really coming along. We've got great bourbons, great scotches.
Perfect.
Behind the bar now, so it's always just trying to get the best in here.
Yeah, and I like that you speak on that, because what it goes to show is that you guys are evolving with the people that you see, right? So as more people come, people provide feedback, you see what works, you see what doesn't, and you guys just take it incrementally and don't just settle and become complacent, right? Like, you guys are changing and growing and doing really innovative, creative things in the cocktail industry, which is so cool.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, aspirationally, we want to be the best.
Yeah.
For us, there's no point in even doing this unless you are going to be the best at what you do. So that comes with a lot of effort, and it comes with a lot of sacrifice, and finding the people to do it is not easy, but we do have those people now.
Yeah.
We're building the culture where we'll go out a drink and we'll pour a lot of alcohol down the drain because it's just not quite right.
Yeah.
And then because we always feel we can dig out a little bit more of it, but then you get the Virginia Wolf here, right?
Exactly. So before we wrap up, we'll speak a minute on that. So sort of the foundation behind this is that the Virginia Wolf is evidently my favorite cocktail in Calgary, and I've been to handfuls of cocktail bars all over the city, but this one speaks volumes, and going into the detail, it's just something truly spectacular. So maybe we'll speak to why you like it so much, and then I'll go into myself.
Sure. I mean, I think this is a fantastic cocktail. It's
Yes.
You got the 5 main spirit elements right behind us, and then we have the sugar cube and the Peychaud's, which turns into a Sazerac. It's I think each one of these elements are fantastic unto themselves. The Rittenhouse, beautiful overproof rye, Taylor Fladgate 20-year-old port. This is how we came up with this cocktail. As we were smelling that rye, and we're like what do we need to bring to this rye to round it out, to bring more elements of it?
Yeah.
And we just added one at a time. And sometimes we'd add things that didn't work, and we'd start at the base. We'd start with, we like the Taylor Fladgate 20, and we like the Rittenhouse rye.
Yeah.
Now let's find something else that goes with it, right? And it took about 3-4 weeks, about 3 or 4 bottles of Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
It felt like we had to go to an AA meeting by the time we finished developing it.
Yeah.
But in the end, the bartenders turned it into a Sazerac, muddled the sugar cube, and that elevated it. That was the turning point. And then the absinthe wash with our little atomizer there, got it to another level, and we don't really rest until we come up with a cocktail. And this is the cocktail that I really couldn't say that we could do anything with. There's nothing I would change about this cocktail.
Yeah.
For me, it's every element is there. They combine harmoniously. It's pure alcohol.
Yeah.
There's no juice in there. It's a little bit of
Yes.
dilution, but it's they all blend together harmoniously, and they're not a punch in the face. It's an elegant cocktail.
It truly is. You feel sophisticated when you're drinking it, and like you say, in terms of not being diluted, every ingredient in here is of the utmost quality. And the fact that you guys take weeks to perfect something like this, even from the nose,
So good. I have one of these a day.
Yeah,
it's like
I wish
so
I
good.
could too. So
I
this
can.
is,
Mike, I'll open up on Sundays and Mondays for you.
True. So no, this is truly something special, and
So
just
good.
from the sweetness to the punch, and it's something amazing. So
It's not for everybody. Like, it is an overproof rye. It's an
Yeah.
alcohol-forward spirit. But if you like Sazeracs, if you like Manhattans,
yes,
I would stack this up against anything I've had. And it's not boasting. I just like,
Truly.
it's a great cocktail, and that's
Yeah.
our signature. We basically, this is what we want to have more of.
yes,
So whether it's our rum old fashions, or our sours, we aspire to reach the level of the Virginia Wolf.
Definitely. So, and also too, just on that note, you guys do have quite an extensive list too, where you do have drinks for everyone depending on what they like. So
100%.
Anything from, and sort of, I guess maybe you can speak on it.
Our gin and tonic program is like ridiculously popular.
Yes.
You know, we have 4 different gins with 4 different Phillips tonics out of Victoria. You know, each one is like, you know, gins can be whatever, you know, they put in them, right?
Exactly.
And, you know, we have a cucumber mint, we have an Earl Grey.
Yeah.
They're delicious. And, you know, and it again, for those that don't like heavy alcohol, you know.
It's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Crushable.
And the champagnes as well. So you guys have a beautiful list. So before we wrap up, I just want to say thank you again. And guys, please make sure to check out Betty Lou's Library on Facebook and Instagram as well. They have some really neat pictures showing what they have going on. Stay tuned for the rest of the year because, as Blaine said, they're doing some really exciting things and continuing to grow. And you're truly not going to want to miss this. So thanks again, guys.
Mike, thanks
again,
so much.
Blaine.
Please make reservations, folks. We get really busy on the weekend, so I apologize if you can't get in.
Exactly. So that adds to the exclusivity of this place. So check it out, and hope to see you here soon. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mike.